If you've been asked to supply your survey to a third party and none of the industry standard formats are acceptable, then you should be safe in creating the export XYZ file format. This is a CSV, that's comma separated values file. We give it a name and we can select what information we want to include in this file. The order in which we select these will be the order in which they will appear in columns in that file. For example, if we want the point number followed by the northing and then the easting, we would select them in that order. However, normally it will be eastings, then northings, then level, and also feature code. If you are exporting a feature code, then it's often very helpful for you to include string numbers, because otherwise the third-party software may not know where two identically coded features end and where the next one begins. Adding string numbers will give the third party that information. We can also renumber the points from 1. And if you're finding that you're doing a lot of these, you might want to save this specific format as your default, which means that when you come back into that command in a later session of LSS, you can then bring back that default format. We select Next. This automatically goes into the selection filter. If you want everything, you just need to hit Apply and then Finish, but you may want to select a specific area. And if we return to the command and have a look at the file we've created, you will see that the point numbers begin at number 1. We then have eastings, northings, level, and then the code, and you will see a string number at the end of each of those codes. If you've been supplied a CSV file, or indeed any file that doesn't conform to the normal industry standards, and it contains XYZ data, then you would import it using input convert from XYZ file. And just as we defined the output format in export XYZ, you would browse for the file and then decide what the field delimiter is, which in this case is a comma. That field is the observation number. That field is the eastings, northings, level, and feature code. And that would convert that file into an LSS load file.